Imagine opening your charts and seeing a market that has already moved hundreds of pips. The move is almost over. The opportunity is gone. Yet suddenly, you feel an overwhelming urge to enter. Not because your strategy says so, not because your setup is there, but because you don't want to miss out. Every trader knows this feeling. The fear that everyone else is making money except you. The fear that this opportunity will never come again. The fear that if you don't act immediately, you'll regret it. This feeling has a name. FOMO. Fear of missing out. And while it sounds harmless, FOMO is one of the most destructive psychological forces in trading. It quietly pushes traders into bad entries, oversized positions, broken rules, and unnecessary losses. Today, we're going to explore why FOMO exists, why it feels so powerful, and most importantly, how to overcome it. Because the trader who conquers FOMO gains something more valuable than any strategy. They gain patience, and patience is a superpower in the markets. Why FOMO feels so real. Let's begin with something important. FOMO is not a trading problem. It's a human problem. Long before financial markets existed, human beings survived by staying connected to opportunities. Missing out on food, shelter, resources, or social acceptance could have serious consequences. Our brains evolved to pay attention to opportunities, especially opportunities that appear scarce. This is why advertisements often use phrases like limited time offer, only a few spots left, sale ends tonight. Scarcity creates urgency, and urgency creates action. The market creates the same effect. When you see a strong move happening without you, your brain interprets it as a disappearing opportunity. The emotional brain begins shouting, "Get in now. Don't miss this. Everyone else is making money." At that moment, logic starts losing control. Emotion takes over. And that is where most trading mistakes begin. The social media effect. Years ago, traders mainly focused on their own charts. Today, they are constantly exposed to other people's success. You open social media and see a trader posting a winning trade, someone showing a funded account payout, another trader claiming they doubled their account, another posting screenshots of profits. What you don't see are the losses. You don't see the failed trades. You don't see the blown accounts. You don't see the emotional struggles. You only see the highlights, and your brain starts comparing. Suddenly, your own progress feels inadequate. Your patience begins to disappear. You feel pressure to catch up. This is where FOMO becomes dangerous. Because trading stops being about following your plan. It becomes about keeping up with other people. And that's a game you can never win. There will always be someone making more money. There will always be someone catching a bigger move. There will always be someone posting a larger profit. The moment you start comparing yourself to others, you stop focusing on your own process, and consistency begins to suffer. How FOMO destroys good trades. One of the biggest misconceptions in trading is that FOMO only affects entries. In reality, it affects almost every decision. Let's look at a common example. A trader misses a move. Price rallies strongly without them. They feel frustrated. The market keeps moving. The trader starts thinking, maybe it's not too late. So they enter late. Now their stop loss is larger. Their risk to reward is worse. Their probability of success has decreased. But they enter anyway. Not because the setup is good, because the emotion is strong. Moments later, the market pulls back. The trader gets stopped out. Then something painful happens. Price resumes the original trend. Now the trader feels even worse. Not only did they miss the original opportunity, they also lost money chasing it. This cycle repeats every day in financial markets. The dopamine loop. To understand FOMO, we need to understand dopamine. Many people believe dopamine is the pleasure chemical. It isn't. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It is released when your brain expects a reward. Think about gambling. The excitement often happens before the result. Trading can trigger the same response. A fast-moving market creates anticipation. You start imagining profits. You picture the money. You imagine being right. You imagine posting the winning trade. And your brain rewards those thoughts with dopamine. The problem is that dopamine doesn't care whether a trade is good or bad. It only cares about the possibility of reward. This is why FOMO feels so powerful. Your brain is literally rewarding the urge to act, which makes discipline much harder. The myth of the once-in-a-lifetime trade. Many traders secretly believe opportunities are rare. They think, this is the trade. This is the move. If I miss this, I may never get another chance. But markets have existed for centuries, and opportunities appear every single day. The trader who believes opportunities are scarce becomes emotional. The trader who believes opportunities are abundant becomes patient. Professional traders understand this. They know another setup is coming, another week is coming, another month is coming, another trade is coming. This mindset creates calmness, and calm traders make better decisions. What professional traders do differently. Professional traders experience FOMO too. They are human. The difference is not that they never feel it. The difference is that they don't obey it. They understand something important. Every trade carries uncertainty. No opportunity is guaranteed. Therefore, there is no reason to chase. Professionals focus on process, not excitement, not urgency, not impulse process. They ask, does this setup fit my plan? Does it meet my criteria? Does it align with my risk rules? If the answer is no, they move on. No emotional drama. No chasing, no panic, just discipline. How to eliminate FOMO. Let's discuss practical solutions. First, accept that you will miss trades. This is unavoidable. No trader catches every move, not even the best traders in the world. Second, create a checklist. Before entering any trade, force yourself to answer specific questions. If the setup doesn't meet your rules, don't trade it. Third, stop measuring success by individual trades. Measure success by execution. A good trade is one that follows your plan, even if it loses. A bad trade is one that breaks your rules, even if it wins. Fourth, reduce unnecessary social media consumption. Protect your focus. Remember that most people only post their best moments. Finally, embrace patience. Patience is not passive. Patience is active self-control. It is the ability to wait for quality instead of reacting to urgency. And in trading, patience often becomes a competitive advantage. FOMO has destroyed more trading accounts than most people realize. Not because traders lack intelligence, not because they lack knowledge, but because they struggle to control the emotional desire to participate. The market will always create opportunities. The question is whether you'll be patient enough to wait for the right one. Because successful trading is not about catching every move. It's about catching the right moves. The trader who understands this stops chasing, stops forcing, stops reacting, and starts operating with discipline. Remember, the market rewards patience far more than urgency. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Market Psychology for more insights into trading psychology, discipline, and behavioral finance. And remember, master your mind. Master the market.